Welcome, Walnut. I'm Lara, but you can call me Laz, your host for Walnut Wednesday. This is your reminder to be brave, be yourself, and know that you can make the world a better place just by what you decide today. Here, I'm going to share my weekly walnuttings with you on a Wednesday. Good morning, Walnut. It is me, Laz, here. Coffee. Cheers. Bing, bing. Coffee. Pajamas. I'm wearing my toddler pajamas that I had from my condition. They just hit different now that there's no bowling ball there. Like they're just not as fun and as exciting as they once were as toddler pajamas. But I needed to come in and do this episode. I'm waffling because I'm nervous because I have to really call myself out on this episode. And I've just been Hot Mess Express. And this is the only time I could come in and talk to you quickly and do it. So, quick update. I have moved Walnut HQ because that's where the baby sleeps. So I haven't had an office and I've been just in the lounge and it's been not that great. So I have moved into the spare room and popped a little desk up and it's HQ2. Walnut HQ2. So it's the temporary situation of what's going on and it's fine. I'm fine, Roskella. I'm fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's good. It's good to have like a little place that I can quickly come. I was gonna take you up to my bed because I've got now my little window of where I can sit in bed, stare at the sky, drink my coffee, but this was the only opportunity that I could come and tell you about this walnutting. And it's not even a walnutting. I'm just going to carry on from the feelings of having the dread after having conversations with adults or my friends, and just carry on my postparticle journey that is still going. It's still just crazy. So yesterday, where do I begin with this? This is also an extension of remember when I discovered this year in this season that I was the one that was always like late to this particular group of friends and wanting to prioritize, wanting to put emphasis on prioritizing the sunshine and rainbow people that I have in my life. So this is like a little bit of that. I have spiraled myself into a frenzy yesterday where I was crying a lot and just not giving myself a break. And the weird thing was, Walnut, I could see what the answer was and I could see what I was doing. And instead of just like, I don't know, doing one or the other, I just spiraled into a black abyss. I just actually, it's not even fight, flight, freeze, but I didn't do anything. I was stagnant. I was just like, why am I like this? It's just like in this like pit of despair. I have a sunshine and rainbow friend who is entering the realm of where I'm at, and is in the newborn trenches. And be being this far along, where Geordie and I are, we always said, oh my God, the next one of us like, as in our friends and things, to have babies, they're gonna get like the karma of us not being great friends when everyone went before us because now we know what it's like, you don't know what you don't know. So we were like, oh, this person's gonna get like this is what they'll need this, they'll need this. Anyway, so I've wanted to for a while, and then we've just had things on. I've wanted to just cook some foods, cook a couple of dinners, make some lactation cookies, just easy, quick, easy stuff. Not like a big gourmet chef meal. And I also can't right now afford to do like you can get these really, really yummy. I got sent to me by one of my Sunshine Rainbow friends. This company that do really yummy freezer meals that are like hefty, delicious, and perfect for when you're in like in the pits of it. But I couldn't afford. So I wanted to make something. I wanted to do my own version. And I don't know where I got this stupid urge to just get it done. Because I knew that they were traveling out this way. We live kind of far away, and I just got myself into this frenzy with how am I gonna get it to them? How am I gonna get Louis? Do I need a babysitter to go to all of them on math, all of the things going on? And then I thought Geordie could drop it off on his way when he's out. And he left, so he couldn't drop it off on the way. And then it was like I was kind of like making it her problem, making my wanting to make her food, and if she could come and pick it up, I was making that her problem. Like when I know from first-hand experience, that's the last bloody thing you want to. You'd be like, just don't make me food. That's what. Anyway, this person is obviously a sunshine and rainbow, so they were absolutely wonderful and delicious and so kind. But the result is Walnut that I have put it in the freezer and I will go and drop it off at a time when I have someone to look after my child. And when I have a second to breathe and maybe shower and eat something and maybe have stared at the wall and disassociated for a good 20 minutes before making my issue everyone else's issue. I don't know where this frenzy came from, Walnut. It just came from this like needing to prove myself. Um, this I have this strange sense of like wanting a do-over for my postpartum experience. You know, there are obviously you look in hindsight, it's 2020. There are so many things that you wish you not wish, but that you would change, that you could if you could change, you would. You know, there are you see things so differently in hindsight and yeah, it came from this almost like proving energy that like I'm still prioritizing, you know, like from what I said about how I want to prioritize my sunshine and rainbow friends. I'm still doing it, but I'm running myself into the ground just trying to get this done within this time frame that didn't exist. This time frame was man-made, and by man-made I mean las-made. I made that up. I put myself in the Russian pressure cooker. Um, Louis is also like teething, so he was screaming the whole time. So there's complete total overstimulation, and I'm trying to do like a dinner and bake cookies, and Geordie was out. So it was it was just I had spiraled and overstimulated myself into just complete oblivion. And what I noticed after Walnut, when I was sitting down crying, being like, what the fuck am I doing? Like, again, I could see exactly what I was doing and I could see the answer, but they weren't click, none of those options were sort of clicking. So I ended up talking to, gosh, Mandy, you really have saved my life. I was talking to Mandy. Mandy has, when I say saved my life, there wasn't anything toxic, turbulent happening around, but she really has been my beautiful little angel throughout this whole thing. But anyway, I was messaging her and she kind of like started the like again, I could see what I needed to do, but I didn't do it. And she called it out and was just like, I think you just need to have a sit down, sis. She was like, you just need to have a break. You're just doing too much. And then I got all triggered because I'm like, oh my God, I am doing too much. Like I'm doing my PA work. I'm still on mat leave. I'm doing a baby thing. The baby thing is a whole job on its own. And if you're a walnut mum, you know it. But if you're not, it really is just takes over your whole life for a hot minute. So I'm doing the PA work. I'm doing the things. I'm trying to just clean the house. I'm trying to clean myself. And then you end up, look at this, disheveled little frizzball of a woman. Um, yeah, and then I was getting all frazzled because I'll be going back to work soon, and how the hell am I going to fit all of those things in plus the corporates plus all of the adding on, so then yeah, I was just like, oh my God, you're right. And then it was as if I tried to snowball myself, and I was like, well, I'm going to go. Well, oh crap, I've got to send a couple of emails for that thing. I'm going to go come in here to Walnut HQ2, sit in my office, and open up the laptop and blah, blah. And I was like, why? Why are you trying to add another thing to your plate when you're very stressed? You could just pick up your cell phone, do your work horizontal on the couch because you just work so hard from your cell phone. Why? So like just, I was trying to just add and add and add and add. And you know, when you're having a bad day, Walnut, it is so easy to nitpick other extra little bad things to add to the bad day. Um, so I was very, very consciously aware of like, oh, I see what you're doing, Laz. Like you're very overwhelmed and you're trying to just add another task, which is just coming to sit at a desk, over just having a chill out and having a lie down. I've just been on my feet for like hours and hours. Um, I just I just spiraled myself into a frenzy. I'm getting upset because I've lost my train of thought now, but this is a walnutting, is just sharing and doing this call out. Like, why am I, why am I trying to prove myself that I am a good friend, that have, I know what to do if you've had a baby, that I can do all of the things all at once. Why am I trying to prove this when it's just a non-event? It's a non-thing. It doesn't exist. Um, because I am a good friend and I do know what to do, and I don't need to push it all into this little square of time when it's actually this like whole giant thing. Um, I just need to give myself a break. I just need to give myself credit. I just need to give myself the fact that I am still postpartum. I don't need to be looking after any more extra things. I'm already doing lots. Um, But yeah, the minute that I get into this feeling of like a failure or I'm not good enough, I do this overcompensation thing where I'm just trying it's not even like a I'm claiming the spotlight, look at me, look what I'm doing. It's just this open heart, like proving energy, which is so like it's not good, and I see it. I see it for what it is. But thank you, Mandy, for just like kicking my ass a little bit, like in a loving, kind, best friend way. But like, ah, I just, I just Walnut. Pardon me if I cry, but I am just kind of getting over feeling crazy all the time. And I know I'm not crazy. I know this is very, very normal, and like, I know that there will be Walnut mamas listening, being like, Laz, I hear ya. I get it. That was me, or that is still me. Um, it's a thing, but it's really hard. It's like it's really, really hard trying to figure out where you fit, where I fit. I said to my therapist last week, I'm trying to figure out where past me and future me or like present me where they kind of like flow and go in together, and sometimes and it is just that word of flow, like sometimes it goes well, but then there are other times where there's a constant like battle between the two versions of me, um where the past version of me will try and like be like I still exist. I'm still here, which is the one that could spin all the plates at once and do have a podcast, have a job, and I just don't have those liberties anymore. That is too hard. That is really genuinely too hard. And yeah, trying to not get too anxious about when I have to go back to work because that will be a whole other thing. Um, but yeah, I'm just trying to figure out where I fit in this world. I've done the heavy duty things about just feeling like a milk truck and not feeling like a person. And now that I'm starting to feel like a person, I'm just kind of overloading myself with personness. And that's from the person that I used to be and trying to slot her in. And she's not really liking that. She's like, hang on, we're not gonna let our whole identity shift, but it has, Walnut. My whole existence has completely changed and I will never be the same, she says with disheveled bedhead. So on that, um, just chill out. That's that's the the moral of the story, Walnut, is just relax, mate. Laz, I'm talking to myself, I'm looking at myself in the eye. Just relax. You're so allowed to relax. You don't need to prove yourself. You are doing awesome. And stop comparing your experience to other people's because yours is yours. That's it. That's it. I'm gonna go finish my coffee, potentially cry some more. But today, after that whole whirlwind tornado stress bubble, today is a day of the chill. So I'm going to schedule this episode and then I'm going to hop back into bed while I get the chance, while my little baby is still, and then he opens his eyes, while my baby is still having a nap. And I will talk to you next week. Have a happy, happy Walnut Wednesday and thank you for listening to my garbage. No, actually, erase. It's not garbage. Thank you for listening to my voice and my story. And I hope that you can kind of resonate in some way. And I would love to hear from you if you do. All right, that's it. You are beautiful. You are sexy. You are delicious. And I'm talking to myself as well. Have a happy Walnut Wednesday. We've got this. Bye.